Today, I'm trying to answer an 18-year-old question. Can Crystal Beast actually top a regional in the Big 26? This deck has been written off for years. Too slow, too outdated, power crept out of the meta. But I've spent weeks grinding locals, testing ratios, and learning every matchup I can, and today I am taking it to a regional against some of the best players in the room. No tier 1 deck, no safety net, just Crystal Beasts, and the question that nobody's been able to answer. Can this deck still compete? Let's find out.
What's up guys, it is me, First Yoooo. That is right, we are officially back. Now, this is after the tournament, so I'm just going to be going over the deck list and some of my thoughts on it. I will not spoil anything that happened during the tournament just to keep the video interesting. I'm just going to be going over the deck list so you guys understand what I was playing. And then I'm going to implement a section of the video at the end where I go over my thoughts on what happened during my rounds, things I could have done differently, and stuff like that. So we're just going to get right into the deck profile, waste no time. Now starting with the main deck, we went with 3 Pegasus. Of course, he's our 1-card starter, pretty much any rank 4 in the game. So of course, with the Fiendsmith version, that would conclude that we'd be making Exitom Knight. You can also make Dugars to draw cards, things like that. And this specific version I have found to be very, very consistent and very fun as well, because the Fiendsmith engine is very splashable. Makes it to where we can either go Caesar Turbo, or we can use the Fiendsmith engine as just bodies for Saryuja, or just really anything that we need. And then we're playing 2 Zenith. Pretty self-explanatory. Pegasus plays as Zenith, and then that's what gets us into our rank 4 engine. Now I went with 1 Rainbow Dragon. We don't really want to see this in hand. I had a really bad habit of playing this at 2 a lot in the past, and it just never really worked, because even though having an extra one in deck is nice, it's way worse drawing 2 of these, because we really don't want to see this card in hand at all. So for the rest of the Crystal Beast, we're running 1 Ruby. Ruby is absolutely insane combined with Golden Rule. She just does everything for us. Amazing card. My goat. 1 Mammoth, 1 Tiger, 1 Eagle, and 1 Taurus. I wasn't playing Amethyst Cat. I did not want to end up with too many names. Rainbow Dragon needs exactly 7 names, and if we have 8, then we can't summon it. So I just decided to go with without playing Amethyst Cat, and it worked pretty well, because it does also reduce the chances of us breaking on multiple beasts. That's it for the Crystal Beasts. For the Crystal Spells, we're running 3 Bond, 3 Bridge, 3 Bridge of the Heart, 3 Golden Rule, 1 Awakening, and 1 Miracle. I don't think I will really ever change anything about the ratios for the spells. I think that this is the perfect count for the Crystal Spells. You can play more than 1 Awakening, but since we're really only resolving it once because we have 1 Rainbow Dragon, there's not really a point. That's it for the Crystal Spells. For the Fiendsmith engine, we're running 1 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Lurie, and 1 Tract. If I were to change anything, I'd probably play a second Engraver, and that's pretty much it. For the non-engine, we were running 1 Nib. Honestly, this wasn't really that great in the main. As of now, I'm probably going to side this. And we were running 2 Molcharmi Fualos. Honestly, if I were to change anything, I probably would just play the 3rd Fualos and then cut this, like I just said. And then we were running 3 Ash, of course, and then 2 Bell. And then, yeah, I honestly don't think I would change anything about the hand traps other than, like I said, probably playing the 3rd Fualos. But that's pretty much it for the hand traps. For the last few cards we were playing, Triple Tactics Talent, 1 Called By, 1 Crossout, and then 2 Droplet. These were pretty great. I didn't really see any problems with these. When I do make changes to the deck post-recording this, I don't think I'm going to change anything about these, because these were all really good. For the extra deck, we were running, of course, the 1 overdrive. You know, he's big body. 2 Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. This card was absolutely ridiculous. I don't think I'll play any less than 2 from now on, because this card was really good going second and going first. 1 Necroquip. This was honestly, playing this over the Lacrima Fusion was a lot more consistent. It allowed me to be more flexible with my extra deck. The extra deck with this deck is kind of tight, so I didn't really want to play the Lacrima Fusion because then I'd have to play Sequence. This was pretty good. I don't think I'll be changing this. Of course, the 1 Caesar. I don't think I summoned this as much as I should have. There's probably a few games I could have summoned this and I didn't, and it did cost me. 1 Baguska. This card won me, I think, like 3 games. He was absolutely ridiculous. I love Baguska so much. He's actually my favorite card. I hope that they keep him in the TCG. I know that he's really toxic, but at least let him let us have it on run for him.
Let him get up. Let him get up.
One Eviction, of course. This gets us into our Fiendsmith line with just Pegasus, and then 1 Dugars, 1 Saryuja, 1 Zealantis. Of course, banishing our names, summoning them back, get a Pegasus and Ruby retrigger. 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 SP, 1 IP. This gets us into this and this. 1 Cross Sheep. This card's absolutely ridiculous combined with Doom Dragon. Gets us Ruby back from grave, and then we can summon Pegasus from back row. And then the final card, of course, the 1 Fiendsmith Requiem. This is a proxy. That's it for the extra deck. And then finally, for the side deck, we're running 2 Nib, 2 Lancia, 2 Droll, 1 Thrust, 2 Dark Ruler. Honestly, these 2 are the only cards I would say I would change. Dark Ruler honestly did not come up at all. I did not use this card 1 time, so I think I'm probably going to cut that 2 evenly. And then finally, for the last 4 cards, we are running the Salvation package with Necro Valley. So that is it for the deck profile section of the video. We're gonna hop straight into the vlog, but before that, I'm gonna send you guys to Past Q for a quick message and just a few things before we get started. So I hope you guys liked the deck profile section of the video. Before we get started, I'm gonna have you guys rainbow refreshing that subscribe button so you guys never miss another video from me. Then I'm gonna have you guys topaz in cyber shred that like button, because it really helps out my channel, gets me out there, and makes me feel good. And then I'm gonna have you guys amber star that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Let's get into the rest of the video. Holy crap, I'm tired. It's about 5 in the morning. I just got done in the shower. I'm still very tired, but we're making it through. I got my trusty water, and yeah. So actually, while I was in the shower, I was thinking I should probably throw my Lancias back in my deck, because I don't know what I was thinking taking those out. So I'm gonna update my deck real quick, really fast. I'm gonna throw my Lancias in somehow. I'll figure it out. And you know what? I might as well re-sleeve my deck as well while I'm at it. Okay, so I figured it out. So I ended up cutting one of the evenlies, since I'm playing Thrust, and then the 3rd Bell, because honestly, Retaliating Sea technically counts as Bell on its own. So there's honestly no point in playing the 3rd Bell and Retaliating Sea in the side deck. So I just decided to just keep the Retaliating Seas in, so I could play the 2 Lancias.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna pause right here. This is future Yoooo. This was obviously a change. The deck list is completely different at the beginning of the video, so just wanted to clarify that for any of you guys who are confused.
The reason why I'm switching back in the Lancias is because I realized, I was like, wait, I should probably play this because of the fact that, like, I don't know, everybody's playing evenly, so I could side this in going first if I have to, or, you know, Malice, and I'm not really, my deck's not really respecting Malice as much as I probably should, or even really at all. I'm pretty much gonna go get some to eat, and then I'm probably gonna head right out, because I want to be there early this time and not make the same mistake I did at my last regional that you guys didn't know about, because I never really mentioned it because of how badly the tournament went. Because I'll actually tell you guys the story. So pretty much what happened at that regional was I ended up showing up like a little bit late, like on the later side. I didn't have enough time to fill out my deck list by the time that I got there. So I registered late, got a match 1 loss, and then round 2 I got a bye. So I didn't end up playing until like round 3, and by round 4 I was like already just done. I just ended up dropping at round 5. I was just like, yeah, today's just not my day. And that's kind of why I like stopped really doing Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit, or at least like posting content about it. It just kind of ruined Yu-Gi-Oh for me, if I'm being completely honest, but we're back. That's in the past, so I'm gonna prevent any sort of thing like that happening again, because I really don't want to have to deal with that kind of thing again. Quick test hand before we head out. Now this is shuffled. I'll cut the deck just to prove that I didn't set this up. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy crap, this deck is good. Okay, draw nib for, okay, that's fine. But you know, this is yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, I like this deck. And I'm not gonna re-sleeve my deck because I literally just sleeved my deck like 2 days ago, so there's literally no point. So I'm stuffing a muffin in my mouth. Pause. And I'm gonna try to find a little something to bring with me if I can, because I don't want to be starving. I can't really find anything to bring with me, so if it comes to that point, I'll just deal with it. The muffin of truth will save me. Alright, we are walking out the door. Alright, so I'm on the bus. I'm on my way to the venue. I'm tired. We're gonna make it through this though. And we're gonna go have fun. Yay! Alright guys, so I just got off the first bus, and this is actually the closest I've been to the stratosphere before, so I'm going to give you guys a good old look at that. Alright. So it is time for a little trek, because I gotta walk over to the venue for about a little bit, but I mean, since it's not really open right now, or at least I don't think it is, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna throw in some B-roll or whatever. It's really freaking cold out here. We here, we finally here. Ooh. So I am inside the venue. I overestimated how early I need to be here. Like, it's like 7:30. This is the setup. We're here. I'm just staring at my deck. Alright, I'm waiting in line. Got my deck list. Okay, so I am sitting in the menu. I just got my packs, about to open these. And yeah, I'm super excited to get started. All right, round one's about to start. I'm at table 40, so let's get this started. All right, guys, round one in the bag with Crystal Beast. I played against a branded player, and one game won because I broke his board. Game two, I bricked, so I was just like, yeah, let's just go game three because we had like 20 minutes left in the round. And then game three, we were kind of like in a little bit of a grind game because I went first, passed to him, but what I ended on was like SP, Baguska, 2 back rows, and he was just like, because I had Baguska, he was like, yeah, you're probably going to win in the grind game, so you got it. So he was nice enough to just surrender the duel before the round was over, which is nice. So yeah, round one in the bag. Holy crap, guys. We are 2-0 with Crystal Beast Speedsmith in the Big 26. Let's go, bro. All right. So it's about near the end of round 3. I went up against Radiant Typhoon, and I bricked twice, unfortunately. There's not really much I can do against that. It's bound to happen eventually. I'm glad it happened after I was already up, because if it had happened like game 1, that would have sent me all the way back to the bottom tables, and then I would have to win like every match in order to have a chance of making top 16. I just got to keep a positive mindset and keep on trucking. We still got like 5 rounds. Okay, so unfortunately I lost round 4. I played against Malice and I nibbed at the wrong time because he made Link Spider and summoned the Cybers. I don't remember the name of it. It's the one that's not the actual like Malice engine. It's the other engine, the Cybers. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, that was unfortunate because he went full combo after that. Right now I'm X2, so hopefully I can win where it counts. Okay, so I just finished round 5, I believe. Luckily, I was able to clutch it out. My opponent, they were gonna leave anyways, because they told me they were just gonna give me the match, but I was like, I promised myself I wouldn't let myself get any free wins today, so I told him let's just play it out, and then regardless, he's just gonna give me the win. And I ended up, it was Fire King Jurak. I ended up winning the set anyways, so that's good. I didn't get a free. I don't want any free wins today. I want to win fair and square. But yeah, we're gonna get into round 6 now. After round 6, there's about 2 more rounds after round 6, so 3 more rounds left. All right, guys, we are 4-2. So after the Fire King match, I played against a Ogdoadic Horus something else build. I don't know, but it was something, and I won. So yeah, we're 4-2. We still have a chance of topping, guys. The dream's not done. Unfortunately, I only got 45th. Yeah, 45th right there. All right, so we just finished the last round. I went against Radiant Typhoon again. Unfortunately, yeah, it was unfortunate. If I had won that match, I'm fairly sure I still would have had a chance of topping. But yeah, it was just unfortunate. Because I wasn't prepared for that deck. But it is what it is. I had fun, and I did better than I thought I was gonna do. I went 4-4 with Crystal Beast, so that's, you know, something. Okay, guys. So these are my final thoughts on how I did and things I could have done differently. Now, a few things did happen during the tournament that were very unfortunate. First thing, round 3 I played against Radiant Typhoon. The deck that I really struggled against was Radiant Typhoon. I didn't really have too many cards to deal with their cards. I had Droll, but the Radiant Typhoon players I was playing against were smart enough to activate all of their quick plays during the draw phase, so I didn't really get to capitalize off of it. I honestly didn't even draw it when I needed it, so it wasn't really that great. So that's the first thing. Round 4, I played against Malice. The biggest mistake that I made that cost me the entire match was I should have been reading his cards more. He had the, I believe it was the Cybers I'll put the card on screen. He had that in hand. I had nibbed, and he ended up linking it off for Link Spider and then summoning that from hand and then going full combo from there. So if I had read his cards more, I probably would have been able to avoid that situation. There is one last thing. I honestly don't think that this was necessarily my fault. I had no idea that this was against the rules. I got a PE minor because of my Field Center. As you can see, this is very obviously a Field Center. A very beautiful card in the middle of my playmat. The judge initially had given me a warning. It was round 7 and told me to put it in my bag, and I did. By round 8, I was really tired. I just wasn't really thinking, and I ended up just pulling out all my stuff. I was just ready to get the final round over with. I pulled it out, pulled it to my table, gave me a PE minor. It was really unfortunate. If I had been paying attention a little bit more and I had remembered, that was a little bit on me. But honestly, it was by round 7. They hadn't said anything to me, even though they had seen it multiple times. I know they had. If they had told me like at least like round 1 or 2, then I would have totally been fine with it. But it's the fact that they waited until like round 7 to tell me about it that I thought it wasn't really fair. I'm not getting banned or anything. It was just a warning over my Field Center. It's not really that big of a deal. I just have to keep that in mind in the future. Probably gonna try and get a Crystal Beast Field Center custom made for me, one that actually looks like a Field Center. So that's really my final thoughts. Now, did I prove my point? Yes, this deck can compete. I think that it's mostly matchups that I weren't prepared for and cards that I was playing that didn't really come up, that weren't really useful. I'm going to try my best to adjust my ratios, play more cards that will be actually impactful and that will come up. Also, learn more about certain matchups. So that's it for my regional experience, guys. I had a lot of fun, and I did better than I thought I was going to do. So a couple more things before we end this video off. If you haven't already, go ahead and Rainbow Refraction, that subscribe button really helps me out. It encourages me to make more videos like this. Also, go ahead and click that like button and click the notification bell so you guys never miss another video from me. I do have commissions open, so if you guys are interested in profile pictures, YouTube banners, YouTube thumbnails, anything like that, just go ahead and DM me on Instagram or Discord. I'll go ahead and leave those in the description down below. So yeah, that is it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a crystal blessed day.